Ugly Clown. I'm back with you on my stories on trains. A while back, we was at Clarksville on diesel engine train. That was a diesel engine. This is now it's called a steam engine. This is an older version of a train. And come closer, I'll show you what it looks like of a train. This is a front end. This big thing here is called they call a bull catch. Mainly, this is designed when the train traveling. Sometimes you got like a deer or a cow or buffalo in those days laying on the track. This thing here, or anything like a tree fell across the thing, anything like that, that's for to knock it out of the way when they travel down the tracks. They call that the bull catch. I catch my breath. This thing here is a hook where they hook into other trains. Now we come around this direction, and you'll see what it's like with a large steam engine. Yeah. Unlike a diesel engine where it's run by a diesel fuel, this is done by steam. This big area they call the boiler, and it's filled with water and heat, and that creates steam. And all of these steam is being channeled through all these pipes to call these big giant wheels to turn. It takes a lot of pressure and steam and heat to get this train running. Get this train running and running down the track. Now, this was the engineer operating the train. Yeah. It's a dangerous job because he got to make sure that the pressure inside the thing, where you hear the train whistle blowing, that's not just to do it to make sound. That's to leave called pressure. So if it don't, this thing can explode. Also they use that horn. And I don't know if you can see it back up in here is the controls. Mainly it's a lot of valves and knobs a ton, and plus it's like a big giant boiler. It's like a furnace. This is where they kept the coal car. They shovel coals in there to keep the fire burning. That's what keeps the engine hot. Said they're not flying, so it ain't gonna fly. But this part here is what they call the coal car. That kept coal in there, so they can move that into the engine. So this is one piece train coal car, one piece of train. Next, this is where we go get to the cars. These cars, this is a what they call a box car. Just like the other one I showed on one of my other videos. But this one is what they keep goods.
It says baggage.
Baggage. That's right, baggage cars. Different kind of cars. Now, yeah, but now sometimes, we ain't going to show it in this. Again, the early part of the 20th century, like the 30s and the 40s and the 20s, a lot of people, I'm talking time, man. A lot of people have been reading a book called The Great Migration, and some of that migration is these trains played a big part in that. People that are trying to get to one location to another, sometimes run a very risky move by getting on a plane. What they'll do, they'll try to get on board the train. The dangerous part of this thing is running. So they got keep running to catch up this train. They try to get a hook. Now sometimes they be dragging, you know what I'm saying, or get caught on these wheels. They would be good. Well, I missed my cover. Oh well. But once they get in, they got to arrive. But here's the bad part about it. You got a thing called a conductor, and they'll travel up and down these cars and they catch somebody they call a hobo in the car. They ain't paid a ticket.
I'm doing it.
Simon, I'm talking. See that camera? I'm talking. Now they call a hobo. Now sometimes they get in there and just try to take a free ride, but the risk of it is if they get caught, they can be thrown off the train. It doesn't mean they're going to slow the train down. They'll just get tossed off. If they're lucky, they'll survive without a broken arm or leg, or mainly get killed. But that's just the risk they take, try to get from place to place. It's a very dangerous risk, but sometimes when you try to run from something, sometimes it's a risk you have to take. Moving on down to the next car. See, this is the mail part, and this is the baggage part of the car. There could be other cars connected to this, but this is just one. This is what they call the caboose. And mainly the caboose is, I don't know the whole history of the caboose, but mainly it's where they keep stuff like more baggage, or maybe a treasure chest. It's kind of like a rolling bank.
See that boat? It's going to cut it. It's just like.
And this is what an old-timey train used to look like back in early part of the century, and then at the beginning. I like the one in Clarksville, which it was a diesel train. Take the last train to Clarksville. But this is the old train. This is a steam engine. That was a diesel engine. So that's two different type of engines of trains.